66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational Tournament. Today's consolation round game matches Norfolk Sports Club, who will be represented as the visitors on the scoreboard, against Roger Browns. They're wearing gray and will be the home team on the scoreboard. Now introducing the players.
Hello, good afternoon. We're here at Churchland High School in Norfolk, Virginia. It's the third day of the Portsmouth Invitational. We've got live action. We're excited. We're ready to go. To start the day today, we've got Norfolk Sports Club against Roger Browns. We're going to tip off here momentarily. Let's give you a rundown of the rosters here. Tanner, why don't you give us the squad for Roger Browns?
Roger Brown, right now, as a big, we have Mahmoud, number 13. As another big, number 20, John Williams from Gonzaga. Number 11, William Lee from UAB. Number 15, Desi Rodriguez from Seton Hall. Number 14, Bogdan Bliznyuk, Eastern Washington. I probably botched that, but that's okay. We have number 4, Elijah Brown, who's from Oregon. Number 2, Rob Gray from Houston. And lastly, number 10, Jaylen Adams from St. Bonaventure.
That's the Roger Brown squad. They're in the gray uniforms. Wearing red, we've got Norfolk Sports Club. Number 25, Dusan Ristic out of Arizona. Yante Maten from Georgia. A.J. Davis from Central Florida. Kenrich Williams out of TCU. Nick King, the 6'7" forward out of Middle Tennessee. Dakota Mathias, sharpshooter from Purdue. Thomas Wilder, 6'3" guard out of Western Michigan. And Trey Holder, high-scoring combo guard out of Arizona State. Tanner, we saw Norfolk Sports Club play last night. Lost a tough one, but showed some flashes. I'm excited to see what we got here today.
Yes, they played very well. Really looking forward to see how they bounce back. They're big, they rebound well with Yante, Maten, and number 20, Kenrich Williams. Really looking forward to seeing how they play and bounce back inside. And then with Roger Browns, we have an excellent playmaker, scorer, and Mr. Rob Gray from Houston, who led the Cougars in the NCAA tournament with 2 huge games. And then we also have Mahmoud, big-time shot blocker inside from Louisville. It's going to be a really fun matchup to watch. Bigs versus bigs in this matchup, and looking forward to seeing how we play.
Sounds great, man. Let's give a quick shout-out to the coaches for the Roger Brown squad. We've got Bill Mann, John Kelly, and Johan Petro. And for Norfolk Sports Club, we've got Mike Head, Mark Butts, and Derek Anderson leading the way. We're about to tip off here. We're going to have the gray squad, Roger Browns, going to our right. The red squad, Norfolk Sports Club, going to our left. We're off now with Trey Holder bringing it up the court. Quick pin down into a post look. Ball goes into Ristic. Backing his man down. Poked away. Bogdan's dribbling up the court. He surveys the action. Calls the first play. Looks like 4 up. Comes off the ball screen to his left, takes it all the way in and scores with the right hand. The sharpshooter out of Eastern Washington, Bogdan Bliznyuk.
Good look right there to start the game off, executed the play.
Baseline drive right here and knocked out of bounds, stepped out of bounds actually, and we're going to go the other way.
I believe Mr. A.J. Davis is the son to Antonio Davis, former big man for the Indiana Pacers. Had a long NBA career, saw them speaking earlier, and makes sense to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, AJ showed some tremendous flashes of athleticism last night. Looking forward to see what he can bring today. Bogdan again initiating the action. He's up top.
Interesting look to start the game off with early today with number 14, Bojan, bringing the ball up, and Rob Gray playing off the ball to start.
Driving, kick there, splash, cha-ching. Desi Rodriguez knocks down the 3-point shot from the left wing.
Gotta love it when your guard is ready to shoot on the wing. Big-time screen there by Dusan Ristic, allowing for a paint drive by number 2, Thomas Wilder. Good look.
We're going to get Rob Gray running the show now. Looks to run a pistol set. Hands off to Bojan, who comes off a double drag. Looks back to his right. Decides to flip it to his left. Post entry pass made. We've got a deep seal by Johnathan Williams. can't get it to go. Outlet, and we've got Trey Holder taking it down the floor now.
If you're Johnathan Williams, you need to convert that against a smaller Trey Holder.
Ball kicked around and fumbled out of bounds. Another turnover for the Norfolk Sports Squad. They struggled with it last night as well, Tanner.
Yeah, they started yesterday off pretty slow, and, again, a lot of turnovers. They allowed the defense to get into them early. Can't allow that today.
Gray comes off the screen to his left, throws it out to Boyan, who shakes and bakes. Hezzy spins back, steps back, fades away, shoots and splash.
Seen him do that move a few times already in this tournament. Probably his favorite go-to.
Smooth operator out of the Pacific Northwest. He was a member of the prestigious 50-40-90 club this year.
Oh, doctor, 50-40-90. That is very rare.
Averaged 21.2 points per game, along with nearly 7 rebounds and 4 assists. That's called getting it done, Tanner.
Very much so.
We got a foul here, and looks like we're going to get 2 shots here by Johnathan Williams.
At the line, number 20, Johnathan Williams.
Johnathan Williams knocking down the first free throw. Looking good to get started. Now we have Nick King subbing in for A.J. Davis. Pretty similar in body. Nick King might be slightly a little bit more perimeter oriented. See how that shakes up. We do need some more playmakers, more ball handlers, just to take away some of the turnovers.
Walder with the cross-court throw ahead to Holder, who finds Kenrich Williams on the drive, takes it in with his right hand and lays it up.
And the Horned Frog showing some nice potential on the wing, attacking the basket, getting downhill. Pretty good speed.
Tell you what, Kenrich Williams has some accolades coming out of TCU.
Yes, again, nice, great look. If you're Trey Holder, we need to do a better job. If we're switching on to a big, we can't allow him to get that space.
Williams gets that one to go with the left hand. Quick back down by Thomas Wilder. Comes off the screen, looks to shoot. Gives it in to his big man, Ristic, who drop steps to his left and flips it in.
Now we're talking, big fella. Yesterday he started the game with a catch-and-shoot 3, which is not his M.O., but today he gets right into the post for his first look of the game.
Gray operates going left, takes it all the way, scoops and scores coast to coast.
Rob Gray is a playmaker, bucket getter, all-around good player. Looking forward to watching him the rest of the day.
Oh, big body and score. Nice shot by number 12.
I love Nick King. Very athletic, good straight line driver. Needs to do more of that.
We get another drive down the middle of the floor. This one poked away. We're going down the other direction. Thomas Wilder takes it in and scores again. Unintruded left hand flip.
Thomas Wilder, he showed some good things yesterday. A not very well-known player out of Western Michigan, but with 18 points to go along with 4.5 assists this past season, he definitely deserved this look in this tournament.
Second chance opportunity here, and Rob Gray takes advantage of it as he knocks down the long 2. Oh, ball thrown ahead and slam-a-jamma, throws it down. Kenrich Williams sprinting the floor and getting ahead of the pack. He's rewarded with a throw over the top and an easy jam. Gray off the mark on the drag screen pull-up. Williams hustles down the rebound and throws it ahead to Wilder, who surveys the floor, takes it in with the left, dumps it off, turnover. Rob Gray goes the other direction. We got a 3-on-1 break. Pass. Dunk! Mamma Mia throws it down with the left hand.
That deserves a timeout right there by Norfolk Sports Club.
Trying to get them reined back in here. Quick timeout. We've got 5 minutes in and a 5-point lead for Roger Browns.
Started off pretty slow in this game with a few too many turnovers, but we're getting out on the break, getting some throw-aheads. Kenrich Williams with the nice dunk, and then Rob Gray with the dish off to his teammate for another dunk on the other end. Just great basketball to start. However, need to play more solid defense, try to get the ball in the half court, make them execute a tough play.
Yeah, we're excited here. We've got 2 more games of action to come. This is the first of 3. We'll take a break in between these games and come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Looking forward to it. Starting to get into the winners bracket tonight.
Prime time.
Yes, sir. And so far, the NBA personnel seats are pretty full for the beginning of this game. Good look here.
Yeah, everybody has gotten at least one game of play so far, but now we're getting to get a second look at some of these guys, get to check some more boxes, confirm what we saw in the previous games.
You want to see carryover from game to game. You want to see who is consistent, who is going to continue to play hard, what are their habits, and that's what we're really trying to find here. How can these players perform in a back-to-back type setting?
Rob Gray up top tries to direct traffic. We get a little flare screen, and now we got shake and bake going. A.J. Davis takes it in. Excuse me, that was Seton Hall's Desi Rodriguez with the score.
Desi Rodriguez, a great player out of Seton Hall. He's a very big-time contributor to a team that's been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments in the tough Big East Conference. Really like his game. You know he's a big-time contributor in multiple ways. Fun to watch.
Powerful player there, guard forward at 6'6", weighing 220 pounds. He was a 17.5 point per game scorer. Got it done efficiently. Made 50% of his shots and 37.3 of them from three-point land.
Yes, sir. So far, we're seeing a little bit more action out of Nick Young to start this game. He didn't do a ton yesterday. However, so far he's attacking the basket. He's able to get a couple rebounds, and now he's at the free throw line, being aggressive. That's how to get into the flow of the game.
King comes from Middle Tennessee State. Really solid all-around player, lefty. Nice looking stroke on the free throw.
I like it. Apply some ball pressure here.
Here we go.
Right out of a timeout. Second play out of a timeout. If you're Trey Holder, this is what you have to do game in and game out.
Spread pick and roll. Nice pass back to Johnathan Williams, who drives it in. Can't get it to fall with the left hand. Pushing it the other way is Nick King. Flips it back to Holder. We get an inside seal, but nice defense by Anas.
Tough pass right there to throw into the big fella, Yante Maten. Leads to a turnover. Easy break for Mr. Desi Rodriguez out of Seton Hall.
With the finger roll.
Beautiful basketball.
Poked away. Stays here. Cross-court pass. Pump fake thrown inside. King throws it out to Holder, lets the three fly, and cash money.
That is beautiful ball movement. Started with Yante Maten. Pass faking, then we kick it weak side, allow for an extra pass by the Boilermaker, and then we kick it out to the weak side. Again, Trey Holder for the three.
Rodriguez aggressive early, gets that one poked away, and we have a fast break. Ball being kicked around, controlled by Roger Brown, and still being kicked around. Throwing ahead, we got a fast break. Fumble Ruski. Little bit of circus action here, Tanner. It's going back and forth, ping pong. Roger Browns gets a three up. No good, rebounded. Norfolk Sports Club looks to operate. Here we go. Dakota Mathias says, give me this. Let me show you what I can do. Pulls it up, no pass possession. Cashes the elbow jumper.
Too easy coming off of the ball screen. The ball handler was not impeded well enough. No contest on the shot. Got to be more solid. Value the basketball a little bit more.
Nice feed inside, but Anas Mahmoud can't get it to go in. Mathias is feeling it now. Crosses up. Shake and bake. Takes it in. Tiptoes the baseline. Throws it out of bounds.
That way to relocate by Kenrich Williams. Getting to the corner. Tough catch off of a very difficult drift pass to the corner, but like how he's playing so far. Kenrich Williams has, I think, one steal, a couple rebounds, and some nice finishes on the other end. So good start for him.
So Tanner, let me ask you: there has to be a fine line in between playing controlled basketball with good execution and letting these guys get out and run and play a freestyle game. But once that happens, occasionally you get into a lot of turnovers and it looks sloppy. Where's the balance?
Well, you need to give these players some form of direction as they are not used to playing with each other. They need to understand a basic offense and where their teammates will be on the floor. But also, you can't take away their instincts, because this is what the scouts ultimately want to see. How do these guys play off of instinct? And because also you want to take out the thought process of these guys. So by them just playing with instinct and doing what they do, you allow them to play free. And hopefully that allows them to play hard.
Norfolk Sports Club was playing volleyball with them down there around the basket. It was good initial defense by Anas Mahmoud, but the follow-up effort, subsequent multiple efforts by A.J. Davis was able to result in a 2-point basket, and we're tied up at 21, 8 minutes in here. Good action early on. There was a little bit of a circus ball going on there for a second, but it seems to really have settled down. These guys are playing hard. They're showing their skill. You get a lot of talent on the floor.
Looks like these guys may have had a nice lunch to give them energy. Tyler, what is a restaurant or two here in Portsmouth that you have found that you enjoy?
Oh, my goodness, Tanner. There's a bunch of them, but I'm not going to reveal my secrets until I sign on the dotted line these sponsorship offers that have been flooding in here over the last couple of days, man. We've really been treated well out here at the PIT.
Well, I'm sure that Mr. Wayne Otto has a few of his in mind, as well as JB, James Blackburn.
James is certainly the man. Wayne Otto, too. Wayne has been a staple here for the last several years at the PIT. He will be on the call tonight at 9 o'clock. Action gets back going with Elijah Brown knocking down the one dribble pull.
Elijah Brown, a really big contributor for the Oregon Ducks, helped lead them to a Final Four a couple years ago. Again, he can do it all. And right there we see Yante Maten get it inside, using his strong frame, wide shoulders, able to get to his right hook. That's something that we need to see a lot from him today. They went inside a lot yesterday, but he needs to be more consistent on his shot attempts.
Excited to see Maten work today. He's a very physical player, bangs around inside. He's got the ability to knock down shots, but I think his effectiveness lies right there in the paint.
Definitely, definitely. And how can he guard? How can he guard? Not inside, but more so on the perimeter.
Ooh, he gets ahead of the pack there and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Poor transition defense after the field goal make. Got to get back, find the ball, stop the ball, protect the rim at all costs, and then fan out to guard the perimeter.
Again, defensive transition. First 3 steps, especially after a make, that's inexcusable. That's inexcusable. If you're Roger Brown, you make a shot. You have to get back, protect the basket first and foremost, because that's where everybody's going. And then you're able to locate the basketball and figure out the matchups from there.
Maten's going to go to the line and shoot 2 here. Like we said, he's a very intriguing prospect because of his size and mobility. He's got a bright future ahead of him. What does he need to work on at the next level to be able to be a force and find his way into an NBA lineup?
Well, so far from what I've seen, one thing on the offensive end is, does he have enough of a perimeter game to truly be a threat when he gets into the NBA type setting? Can he put it on the deck? Can he operate a little bit on the perimeter to maybe play make, get into some DHOs? Can he pass to cutters? On defense, can he guard on the perimeter? Right now, this is the second straight time he's been scored on from the perimeter from a guard. So can he move his feet? Will he be able to stay in front and contest shots? Right there, right on cue. Yante Maten with the three off the catch. Good look.
Nice shot. Rob Gray throws it ahead, and you get a turnover there.
By the Big Ten first team all defensive member, number 10, Dakota Mathias. Great effort, and that's what a player like him has to do.
The deuce and the damage goes. Right there, great drive, great finish.
At this point, Roger Browns, they are attacking Yante Maten. I don't know if that's the game plan, if that's something that the coaches saw, but Yante Maten, he's getting scored on a little bit right now. Got to be able to move your feet. And also the guards who are on the perimeter, they need to keep the guard out of the paint. He got right there, got his body into Maten, drew the foul, +1.
Fatigue may be a factor early on. This is the first game of the day. I know these guys are excited to get out here and play. You have to be able to balance that excitement, that energy, those nerves, and find a way to harness that and turn it into production and constant, consistent effort on the court.
No question.
Maten drives and kicks it out. Number 2, Thomas Wilder, in and out on the 3 ball. Rebounded. Williams pushes it ahead to Gray. Gray back to Williams. Williams lowers his shoulder, says, "Get off me." Can't get it to go. Extra effort.
Rob Gray in transition with a nice behind the back and then a dish off to the cutter at the basket. Yesterday he had some really nice passes in transition, difficult passes, drop-offs, throw-aheads, and he's shown a lot to me in regards to his passing ability.
Rob Gray certainly poised and ready to compete out here. He is not shy. He gets after it. He'll take the big shot.
Rob Gray, a junior college transfer, from high. He played in North Carolina in high school at the Christ School, which also had the Plumlee brothers, among other big-time players. He's a well-accomplished player at the JUCO level in high school and finished a very strong career at the University of Houston.
An exciting player, going to be fun to monitor his career at the next level. Gray is going to have a plethora of options coming out of this tournament. Ball goes to Holder up top. Shakes and bakes, snakes the pick and roll ball screen, gets in the middle of the lane, kicks his leg out and knocks down the 10-footer.
What scouts want to see on the defensive end is a shot contest, especially with a guy who has length, such as number 20 William Lee out of UAB.
Ball goes in and score it. Waved off. We're calling the charge. That's our first one that I believe I've seen.
Yes, and who drew the charge? Number 10, Dakota Mathias. Again, he's aware on the weak side, getting there in transition. Love how he's given up his body for his teammates, and that is one play that certainly does not go unnoticed.
Absolutely. Now he's got an offensive end, goes between his legs, fires it out to Wilder, who surveys the scene, denies the pick and roll, throws it to the corner to Holder. Looks for Maten on the inside, left block, one dribble, turnaround, fade away. Long doesn't go. Scramble results in out of bounds. We're going to go to Roger Brown's. Bojan throws it in here, and Jaylen Adams out of St. Bonaventure is going to bring it up. Work off the pick and roll to his right, cross back to his left, gives it out to Gray. Shake and bake, double crossover, throws it over to the right wing, and that is a splash. Elijah Brown knocks down the three-point shot.
Elijah Brown, another bucket. He's making his impact felt in this first half.
Wow. Oh, my, mamma mia. Right-handed tomahawk slam by Yante Maten.
Throw it down.
Isolation here. Drives in and scores. Williams doesn't get it to go. He looked for the contact. He got the contact. He's going to the line to shoot 2.
Excellent drive. Get to the basket, drawing another foul in the paint. Got to do better than that on both ends of the floor on the defensive side. It's guarding the ball on the perimeter, and then we have to have a weak side presence.
Well, we're certainly seeing both teams take it inside hard. Lots of strong physical athletes on the court. Good to see these guys taking it in, absorbing the contact, getting to the free throw line. Attacking the basket is a must in today's game.
No question, especially as the floor is spread, meaning that the defense has to account for shooters. The paint is more open now than ever before, and if you don't step up, if you're not active on the weak side and you're able to have a presence about you, that just allows for either a finish at the rim or an easy kick out to the perimeter.
Holder operates, stops and pops behind the screen, doesn't get the 3 to go, rebounded by Williams. Decides to push it up himself. Ristic getting back on D, stops the ball. Thrown over to Adams, who dribbles twice and launches the 3, doesn't get it to go. Gray with the rebound, backs it out. Goes between his legs, comes off the step-up screen, works along the baseline, can't get the reverse layup to go. Holder brings it down. Nice dump off, left-handed drive and score. A.J. Davis, he really stretched out to get that one.
You love the pace right there in transition by Trey Holder. He did have a 2-on-2 break, but he dropped it off to the big fella running. Got to reward him Good finish by E.J. Davis.
Williams contested jumper, and it turns into a foul. Eliza Brown's going to go to the line and shoot 3 shots here. We've got 7 minutes of action left. First half, first game. It's Friday, Flex Friday. Tanner, we're excited, man. We've got a lot ahead of us.
Yes, and I know I already got in my workout this morning, hit up the weight room at the hotel. Life is good. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day here in Portsmouth, Virginia. Love life.
Sun's out, guns out.
You know it. And I tell you what, there's some players out here flexing. They're playing hard, getting after it. A couple guys who I believe are flexing right now. Dakota Mathias with some big stops on the defensive end. A.J. Davis with finishes on the offensive end. Yante Maten has 7 points for Norfolk Sports Club. So far, so good for those guys.
Absolutely. Can't forget about Kenrich Williams either. He's working hard out of TCU. We've got right wing here. Looks like Mathias coming off the handoff. Drives it in and gets fouled.
Yes.
Fouls charged to Roger Brown's number 2.
Kenrich Williams is one of the more impressive players I've seen so far just because of his versatility and his aggressiveness. Able to drive to the basket, get rebounds, make a few threes from the perimeter. Done well.
Certainly. High ceiling there for Kenrich. As with a lot of these guys, that one is poked away, and we're going to get it going the other way. Roger Browns brings it ahead, throws it into the right corner, pump fake drive. Nice scoop and finish, doesn't go. Ristic with the rebound, clears it, throws it ahead to Mathias. See what he wants. He wants a drag screen, reject, takes it into his left, pushes off, no call. Wilder in with the floater, 2 foot, doesn't get it to go. Gray with the rebound, pushes it up the floor, down the middle. Pull up 3 ball, short, bad shot, rebounded by Williams, and we're going the other way.
Yeah, you'd like for Rob Gray to have a bit more composure. That is certainly a makeable shot for him as he's a great scorer. But
nice pass.
In that moment, try to get the ball moving a little bit more.
Ristic with the rebound and the nifty footwork, scoops it in, dipsy-do. Nice job. Ristic, one of the biggest players we have here at the PIT. He looks poised to really challenge for an opportunity this summer. He certainly has the size to be considered as a training camp NBA big man. He may very well have the skills to make a squad as well.
Dusan Ristic with a 7 foot, 245 cut. He has a wide frame. Really like how he sets screens. He's active. That's all you can ask for out of a big man like that. Seems like he knows who he is as a player.
Reminds me a little bit of Phoenix Suns big man Alex Lynn. He's got mobility. He's got touch around the basket. He's not afraid to challenge a shot. He'll get in there and mix it up around the offensive boards, and he can score in a variety of ways.
It's an interesting comparison, Tyler. I do agree with that.
Number 14, Bogdan, Bliznyuk.
Couple subs in here. Bogdan comes in, gets the matchup straight. He's a natural leader on the floor.
Good look. Down screen.
Okay.
Got a shooter coming off to the corner. One of the oldest plays in the book out of the baseline. Just
a little misdirection. Isolation on the right wing here. Drives and scores. Nice finish. Desi Rodriguez, he's been playing tough early on.
Desi Rodriguez getting into his James Harden bag right there.
The left, right, Euro. There we go. Nice pass by Ristic. Goaltended.
Good look right there by Ristic. Really like the feel and the touch on the pass.
Number 12, Nick King.
Looks like we got a few more subs in. We're going to have full court ball pressure here applied by Thomas Wilder. Jaylen Adams brings it up with his head up. Calls the play. Looks like we're going to get a wide pin down here. Bojan gets it in on the left wing. Drives in, turns his back to the defense, kicks it back out. 6 on the shot clock. High isolation. Ball driven in, stripped away. We're going down. Thomas Wilder dribbles in, kicks it out. Punched into Ristic. Dusan with a nice move and finish.
Love the composure by multiple players on that possession. We didn't have an advantage break. We kick the ball out, and then they don't sort out the matchups. We get an easy play.
Field goal for number 4, Elijah Brown.
Elijah Brown scores it for Roger Browns. Ristic again inside with the score. We were going back and forth, layup, 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 layup.
If you were Roger Brown, that is unacceptable. We get a bucket on our end, but then we can't sort out matchups in transition.
Wow, nice shot by Jaylen Adams.
3-point field goal for number 10, Jaylen Adams.
Jaylen Adams, the bucket getter out of St. Bonaventure, averaged 19 points, 5 assists. Very efficient player.
Waller throws it into Williams on the right block, backs down, 3 dribbles, spins baseline, finds Ristic. He's inside. He drop steps, reverse pivot, left-handed score. Dusan. Ristic is dominating.
Tell you what, he has a nice pivot game. Very patient on the block. Finishes with both hands. He's showing some good things today. I think yesterday he might have been a little anxious to make plays, perhaps out of himself. But today, this is who he is. This is the Ristic everybody wants to see. Consistent inside player, plays hard, sets good screens. What more do you ask for out of a 7-footer?
You can't ask for anything more. He's certainly utilizing his size advantage now. Without Mahmoud in the game, Norfolk Sports Club has a distinct interior advantage, and his teammates are looking for him. You know, Ristic is working hard on the defensive end. He's running the floor. He's contesting shots, and his fellow teammates are rewarding him down on the other end, finding him underneath, dumping the ball off, giving it to him on the block. And he's also mixed in an offensive rebound putback in this previous sequence.
And I'll tell you what, this is a nice point guard matchup here between Wilder, who has 6 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists on 3 of 4 from the field for Norfolk Sports Club, versus Rob Gray from Roger Brown's, who also has 6 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, going 3 for 6 from the field. All is well if you're a point guard. We got to keep playing hard and see if we can get a bigger lead here if you are Roger Brown's going into halftime.
The action continues. Just about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Roger Brown's calling a set play, goes to a baseline ISO. Johnathan Williams takes it in, shoots it with the right hand, doesn't get it to go. Mathias with the rebound, pushes it up the right side. Comes off the drag screen, gets it in, kicks it out. 3 ball, Nick King doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Williams. Everybody wants it here. We're going to go back inside. No, looks off the big man. King gets it, drives it in. There's Ristic. He's going to let it fly from deep.
That is beautiful basketball. We had a great look in transition. Then we get a drive penetration, an eye cut out to the 3-point line by Ristic. Another offensive rebound.
Ristic taking advantage of the matchup, looks to work from the elbow, doesn't get the shot to fall, goes out of bounds. Roger Brown's is going to reset here.
If you're Roger Brown at this point, it's the defensive side of the ball is letting you down. You are giving up offensive rebound after offensive rebound, transition breaks for layups off of made buckets. We got to do a better job. And in order to increase this lead going into halftime, we got to do a better job of executing, contesting shots, and grabbing rebounds.
Desi Rodriguez running the point guard duty, drives it in, kicks out. We got a drive by Elijah Brown, gets tied up, jump ball. What are we going to do here? We're going to go with a possession arrow. Looks like we're going to jump it up at the free throw line. Nice. We've had a very solid blend of NBA, international, G League, and collegiate rules all mixed into one here at the PIT.
Very much so. There's a lot of talent here. All of these guys will play pro basketball next season, whether G League, NBA, or overseas. A lot of accomplished talent. And another thing with this event, because all of these guys are seniors, scouts, team management, we all know that these players love the game because they stuck it out for 4 years. And they're a little bit more mature, and we can count on them. So this is a great evaluation event for that reason.
It's been awesome. This is a great time of the year for basketball. We've got events on both sides of the country right now. Tonight starts the Nike Hoop Summit in Portland, Oregon. We're here on the East Coast in Portsmouth, Virginia. We've got the PIT 66th annual. All of these guys are college seniors. They've played for their respective schools. Some have had a journey of multiple transfers, different opportunities, different coaches. Some have stuck it out for 4 years with the same school, but everything has led up to now, to this moment. They're putting their best foot forward, before graduation to see what they can do, to see what kind of interest they can garner from NBA clubs, international clubs. Where is their stock? I would say most of them is rising right now. So buy, invest. You can get this stock right here, and we're seeing it up close and personal.
No question. And right now we've stalled a little bit on the offensive end. Man.
Get that mess out of here, says Yante Maten.
Yante Maten is master.
And then he seals and scores on the other end. Nice job.
Yante Maten is master of his domain in the paint. He is getting after it. He's playing well on the offensive end, blocking shots on the defensive end. Do not come into his house.
Rob Gray takes it in, flips it out. Kenrich Williams looking for something to go. That's actually number 20, Johnathan Williams out of Gonzaga. Nice stroke. He's been a team leader in the WCC. He's played big games. He's won a lot of games, and he's bringing his talents here to the PIT.
Yes. I mean, there's not much more you can say if there's a senior from the Gonzaga Bulldog program. You know he's a winner. You know he's been coached well, and he's gone up against great talent all 4 years. So he's one that you know you can bring into your program, your organization, and he's a winner. He's going to do it the right way.
Most definitely. Holders here at the free throw line. Another missed free throw, but he tracks it down. Can't get the follow-up to go. Outlet pass here, and Elijah Brown's taking it down the left side, throws it out to Gray, gets in the paint, gets it knocked away, deflected, and we're going to stay right here.
Good pace of this game. How is this going to play out towards the end of the half for both teams?
Well, we will certainly see as the ball comes up top. High screen coming to his left. Throws it back. Johnathan Williams swings it. Desi Rodriguez back inside to Williams, and he throws it down. Mamma mia, left-handed flush. Nice job.
Johnathan Williams says, giddy up on that one.
Certainly did. Gets the deflection, and now these two, little tussle there on the fast break. Whistle stops the action.
Fouls charged to Norfolk Sports Club's number 15, A.J. Davis.
A.J. Davis stops the fast break. We're going to get the ball taken side out of bounds here. Rob Gray takes it up top. Looks for the high balls. A lot of high pick and rolls today.
Yes.
Oh.
Getting a little chippy, a little physical. This is what you like. The competitive juices are now flowing.
Roger Brown's number 20, Johnathan Williams.
Yes, they are. There's a lot of aggression, guys fighting through screens, getting deflections. Everybody wants to show out. Everyone wants to show what they can do.
Hey, in this tournament, in this event,
number 2,
jobs are on the line. Your livelihood going forward is on the line. You're now 22, 23 years old. You're going to play professional basketball next season, but the question is where, what level, with which organization. How are you going to leave your mark?
Wilder gets both free throws to go, and we're going to go the other way here. Roger Brown's going against pressure. Bojan gets it across. 35 seconds remain.
Impressive ball pressure by Kenrich Williams.
Very nice. If he's able to bring that to the next level and guard point guards, guard ball handlers with full court, that's really going to behoove him. And then he gets the steal, throws it ahead to Wilder, stops and pops, shoots the three, doesn't get it to go. Gray with the rebound, throws it ahead. Here we go. Stop and pop. Desi Rodriguez decides to throw it into Williams to the shooter. Bojan resets and drops it in. Splash. You can go ahead and chalk that one up if he gets a clean look. And now we get a steal. We get a shot going up here. Jaylen, doesn't get it. Gray hustles down. Can't get a shot up. That was Jaylen Adams on the right wing jumper. It was a little bit short. Man, what action. What pace. This has been awesome so far. 52-47. Roger Browns with the lead at halftime. We're going to take a break, step back, catch our breath. It's been a wild and crazy day already, Tanner. Looking forward to 20 more minutes of action.
I love it. Flex Friday is in full effect here at the PIT.
Welcome to Museum Moments, the show that's your window into what's happening here in Museum City, Portsmouth. On today's episode, we're going to look at museum events taking place in March and April, and we'll also visit one of the most unique museums in Portsmouth, if not the entire Hampton Roads region. That's coming up right now on Museum Moments. Welcome back to our March-April 2018 episode of Museum Moments. I'm standing in one of the galleries of the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center. That's located in the old courthouse on the corner of Court Street and High Street. They have exhibits throughout the year, and currently they're in the midst of setting up for their next exhibit. And I'm going to walk right over here and talk to Stephen Grunnett, who is going to tell us what's going on in the coming months. Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Rob. Thank you so much.
So, what is this exhibit here?
Well, this is the new exhibit for the new year, and this is an excellent time of year because it means that we are going to be starting our first weekend series that runs March through October. And we have free admission every Friday, first Friday of the month from 5 to 8, and they're usually opening receptions for our exhibits. So this exhibit will open a week before our first Friday event, but we're standing right now in the downstairs gallery of the museum. Upstairs, we're also installing a show, and they'll both be open to the public on March 2nd, that first Friday in March. 5 to 8, we'll have music. We start the Concert in the Courtyard series, sponsored by the Portsmouth Partnership and Town Bank. And we'll have free music. Matt Thomas will be the first act in this lineup, and he's a harp guitar musician. He's fantastic. We have him every year. And so this exhibit is going to focus on local artists. This displays the local talent of artists who live in and or work in Portsmouth. So all these artists work in Portsmouth or actually live in Portsmouth. And this artwork behind us was done by actually a former staff of the Portsmouth Museum's Peter Geiger. He's a graphic artist.
And he's responsible for a lot of the permanent murals and displays down at the Children's Museum of Virginia.
He's an excellent artist when it comes to public art, and he works on a draftsman level, so he can capture the essence of what something looks like in just a few short strokes of his brush or his pencil. And these are quite large paintings that he's done. A lot of them are focused on his personal life. And so we really miss him at the museum here, but he currently teaches at a lot of schools and universities right now. So we're very lucky to have him here as an artist. And then also we have some other artists that are very familiar to this area. So it's just a wide variety of work, in both exhibits, because even though the printmaking exhibit upstairs is printmaking, there are so many different varieties of prints and processes.
So you can print on a lot of different surfaces.
You can print on a lot of different surfaces, but there's a lot of different techniques that go along with it. So it's kind of like if someone asked me if I liked jazz, well, it's like asking me if I like music. There's so many different varieties of jazz, I wouldn't be able to pick one. And so that's the same case in printmaking. There are just all sorts of different process and materials involved with that. And so just go on our website, PortsmouthArtandCulturalCenter.com, or actually it's PortsmouthArtCenter.com, and we can answer the phone too if you want to give us a call. We'd be happy to take your phone call, 393-8543, and we can tell you more about the programming, so if you have any questions. We're also starting a series with the Tidewater Art Outreach. They're an organization that helps bring seniors into the arts community, and they're going to be doing programs. So when seniors come, they'll be able to tour the exhibits, and then the Tidewater Arts Outreach will do a make and take project with them, or in some cases a musical project.
Great.
So there's a lot going on, and I'm just so excited to open the new exhibits for the new year. It's one of the best times of year for me. And we'll also be having a special needs day. This will be down at the Children's Museum That'll be on March 18th, and I'm sure if you talk to someone from the Children's Museum, they could tell you more about it. But anyone who comes to that Special Needs Day at the Children's Museum will then be granted free admission to the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center that same day. So that's an event that'll take place from, I believe, 9 o'clock to 11 at the Children's Museum. And then folks can come down here after that when we open at 1 o'clock and view the exhibits, and they won't be charged. It's a day for people with special needs, and so if they feel like they don't have a place during the rest of the year, we have these special events for them so that they can come at different times of the year, and our first one is going to be in March, on March 18th.
All right, great. But thanks for telling us about everything. Good luck setting up the show.
Thank you. We still have a lot to do yet.
I'm sure you do. So be sure to visit the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center. Behind me is the Tidewater Community College Art Gallery. Now that's located at the corner of High Street and Court Street. They're open 7 days a week. Throughout the year they have changing exhibits. We're going to head in and we're going to talk to faculty member Rob Hawks about the upcoming show. Rob, thanks for joining us on Museum Moments.
Thank you.
Now, I understand that you have an upcoming show here at the TCC Galleries. It's the annual Student Art Show.
Yes, it's our 47th annual Student Art and Design Show. It opens March 24th, and the awards ceremony is at the Commodore Theater on March 31st at 11 a.m.
Is it all sorts of mediums? Is it just one particular art form?
No, absolutely. It's everything. We are, as far as I know, we're the only community college that has a glass blowing program. So we have glass blowing, painting, drawing, graphic design, all sorts of everything that we feature at Tidewater Community College will be shown.
Is it a juried show? I mean,
yes, it is. Bob Seitz, one of Virginia's most important artists, will be our juror this year.
Great. All right. Now, the gallery is open all week long, right?
Right. The gallery hours are, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
9 through 8 daily. 9 through 8 daily.
That's great. Okay, so a lot that is free, so you can just walk in here anytime and you can see these exhibits.
Absolutely.
Do you know, will any of the student art be for sale, or will it just be on exhibit?
We're going to have a student art sale during the opening, and we encourage everybody to join us for that.
Now, I understand that you have been teaching here at TCC for a number of years.
Absolutely.
How long have you been here?
Since 1987.
And before we started rolling the cameras, you gave me a bit of information about your personal life, what's going on here. You are about to retire.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. And what do you teach here?
I'm head of the drawing program here.
Okay.
And it's been a great opportunity.
Yeah. You know, it seems to me, just as an outsider, that the TCC, the art program here, has really grown in the last few decades.
Absolutely. Especially when we came to this building, we had so many facilities, and people came. Build it, they will come.
Do you find that you are attracting people that are traditionally college age, or do you have a lot of people who are older coming in just for art classes?
It used to be older. Our average student was older, but since we've come to this building 22 years ago, the average age has actually gone down.
Okay, so I guess a lot of kids out of high school looking to study art, this is really now a serious option, going to TCC and getting your first 2 years in the art program.
Absolutely. When I was going to school, there was no such thing as computer graphics. And now everybody's going that direction because you're pretty much guaranteed a job that way.
Yeah, that's great. Well, congratulations on the retirement. Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you.
And give us the information again one more time. When does the Student Art Show open?
The Student Art Show opens March 24th. March 31st is the awards ceremony at the Commodore Theater, and that's at 11 o'clock.
Okay, and you're open every day of the week?
Every day of the week.
And it's free, which is always good. And some stunning art like this is on display, because your shows change throughout the year.
That's right.
All right. But thanks for joining us and telling us all about what's coming up.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out the Student Art Show at the TCC Galleries in Old Town Portsmouth. Thanks for joining me, Rob.
Take care.
That's it for our show today. If you'd like more information on any of the museums that we visited on this episode, or about any events or exhibits at any of the museums in the city of Portsmouth, simply log on to www.portsvaevents.com. You'll find all the events and exhibits listed by dates, along with links to the various museums. I'm Rob Lauer. Join us next time for the May-June episode of Museum Moments.
And we're back here getting ready for second half action. Joined by the doctor, Tanner Massey. I'm Tyler Gatlin. We've had a good first half of action. Dusan Ristic has really looked good for Norfolk Sports Club as he's got 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Roger Browns has been led by Desi Rodriguez, 5 of 7 from the floor as well, including 1 of 1 from deep. He leads all scorers with 11. I'm really looking forward to this second half, Tanner. What have you seen so far?
I love it. I mean, we're seeing the big guys inside go to work. They are masters of their domains right now. Yante Maten, he has 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting. You have Dusan Ristic with 10 points. That's 20 of their 47 points from their bigs, most of them being inside. It's great to watch. You wanted to see some bigs really come through because in this event it's a very guard-heavy style of play, but to see them get after it and make an impact, that's huge.
Bojan Bliznyuk has also been running wild as he's 4 of 4 from the floor. Really smooth shooter. I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the game. He's got those natural leadership qualities. He works, he moves his feet. Dangerous shooter, and he's also capable of putting it on the deck and taking it to the rack.
Trey Wilder coming off, making plays, kicking it out. Perhaps there could have Kenrich Williams could have stayed in the corner, but good look.
Shot clock violation on the first possession. You never like to see that. They did get a shot off. It didn't hit the rim, and we're going to go the other way.
Let's see if we can get some defense going in this game. Both teams combined for 99 total points in the first half. You want to see a little grit. You want to see some fight. Nothing easy. Let's get back in transition and let's take care of the offensive glass.
Well, we get a near turnover there, but it's controlled by Roger Brown. Shake and bake. Bojan, that one is off the mark.
You know what, Bojan, he's showing a little bit off the bounce. He had a very nice drive, a spin into a pull-up in the first half. Right there, we got a nice crossover right to left into a pull-up. Kid's got some talent. A little deceiving.
Deception is the name of the game. Here we go. Curl off, thrown in to our man Desi Rodriguez, and we're going the other way. We've got Trey Holder pushing it up the court. Kick ahead. Mid-range jumper by A.J. Davis knocks it down. Nice decision to settle for the open shot rather than drive it into the traffic and risk missing a layup.
Defensive transition. We got to get back and sort out matchups and before stopping the basketball.
Gray's trying to operate. He looks to draw the foul. Doesn't get it. We've got coast to coast and lays it in.
Kenrich Williams showing that he can get out on the break and finish as well as rebound the basketball. Really loving the versatility from this guy.
Bojan on the left block, backs down, 3 dribbles, 4 dribbles, 5 dribbles, gets into the real estate, dumps it off. Up and under move, nice finish. Johnathan Williams flexing his muscles around the rim. Nice pass, too. Here we go, driving kick. We've got A.J. Davis looking to get inside. Throws it up, draws a foul. He'll go to the line and shoot, too.
Great attack right there by A.J. Davis. A.J. Davis was 2 for 3 in the first half with 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, but that's okay. Kid has a ton of talent, versatile player out of Central Florida. Got to love how he can score it from all 3 levels, and hopefully he can leave his mark here in the second half and have a good one.
Absolutely. Lots of versatility there. He's a lefty, nice stroke, good wingspan. Seems to really be invested in what he can do out there. We get Rob Gray, drives it in, gets it swatted away. Ristic says, no way. Here we go, down the court. Floater put up, followed up and score it. A.J. Davis chasing it down. That's that versatility we talk about.
A.J. Davis showing off right now in this half. Great start for him.
Gray's run into a little bit of trouble here early in the second half against this ball pressure. Pass goes along the baseline. UAB's Willie Lee is able to make the fadeaway jumper. Force feeding it into Ristic. He's going to work. Nice move, but doesn't get it to go. Left it short. He's missed his last several attempts going back to the first half, and he hesitated, didn't sprint back, looked for the foul call, and it turned into a slam on the other end.
If you are Dusan Ristic, you cannot look back at the refs and try to get a foul call right there. You have to get back. We're talking about next play mentality here. We do not need to see guys putting their head down after a botched call by the refs. You got to keep playing.
Holder just rejected the double drag and splashed home a 3-ball. Nice play. Holder's a really shifty guard out of Arizona State. He can score points in bunches, and he's one of those guys, if he's able to consistently bring it on the defensive end to change a game, he may be very well looked at in terms of summer league, international experience, the G League, and one day maybe even a potential NBA call-up.
No doubt. Really like his change of pace, how he attacks the rim, able to make plays and get by his defender with handling ball pressure. He can do some things.
Those little combo guards seem to be all the rage these days, cut from the same cloth of a Lou Williams, of a Jamal Crawford. These guys have been able to pattern their games after those NBA veterans who have come through the system and really shown an ability to score points in bunches and run teams even though they're a little bit undersized. Holder's going to bring it up here, look to operate, takes it in, lowers his shoulder, gets the foul called. Putting the pressure on the defense is what that was.
If you're Rob Gray, you got to be able to take that one in the chest. That play, just because he reached down towards the ball, that's going to get a foul call every time. That's going to be called by the refs on a consistent basis. You got to take it in the chest and make the ball handler score over a contested hand.
Quick push there by Holder, and he's able to convert on both free throws and give his team a lead. High ball screen here, good court spacing. Rodriguez can't get it to drop. Ball cleared by Norfolk Sports Club. No one there on the dump off. Again, Ristic looking for the call. Doesn't get it.
Wow, it's not something that's not endearing towards the scouts at this moment of the game. Got to be able to play through some adversity.
Absolutely. Rob Gray's going to take the high step up, snake the screen, kick it out to Bogdan. He surveys the scene, drives it in with his left, spins back to his right. Can't get the runner to drop. Multiple effort. Johnathan Williams is whistled for a travel. We're going to go the other way.
I'll tell you what, if you're Bogdan, he's made some plays. He's not the most pretty player. You know, he shoots some mid-range shots. It's not the most sound as a ball handler, but he's crafty. He's savvy. He gets to the paint. He's really shifty with his body. So he's showing some good things out there today.
We get a drag screen, three-point shot, splashed home by Thomas Wilder, another combo guard that can really get him up, score points in bunches, and catches that one home. He gets hit with a screen there as we go the other way. Shot is missed. Rebound by Holder, and he's going to put Norfolk Sports Club in position to score. They draw a foul, and we're going to take it outside out.
Really like Yante Maten contesting the shot, and then we're getting out on the break, sealing the little fella down low to then get a foul call.
Ball inbounded right side. Quick three by Maten. Doesn't go. Follows his own miss. We get some hustle, and we're going to stay right here for Norfolk Sports Club. Guys hitting the deck, making the multiple effort.
Checking in for Norfolk Sports Club, number 10, Dakota Mathias. And number 12, Nick King.
Subs in, Mathias and King in for Norfolk Sports Club.
So Tyler, here 2 years ago, just for our listeners back home, 2 years ago, Kobe Bryant played his last game in the NBA and scored 60 points versus the Utah Jazz. A day I will never forget because I was in Portsmouth when that happened.
Absolutely, that day will be forever ingrained in my mind. It was amazing to see. He lit up the Utah Jazz.
An illegal screen here. Something we have not seen called very much. I like the referees. Let's give the referees a shout out. This is a pretty good crew. The referees come back every year for this event. Same guys year in and year out. So they're very well versed in how this event is run and what the scouts want to see, and they call the game accordingly.
They are masters of their domain.
Oh, doctor. Gotta value the basketball a little bit more. You can't fling the tater around that much.
Jaylen Adams going to set the table right here, come off a high ball screen to his left, gets it poked away.
Gotta like the hands there.
Good D.
Gotta like the hands there by Thomas Wilder. He has good length too for his height.
Yeah, he goes with the left hand in and out dribble. Takes matters into his own hand and splashes home the baseline jumper.
That zero pass possession led to a bucket. Something you don't see very much on those possessions. Pushing the pace, Rob Gray dropping it off to the trail big. Good look. Good, now the pace is picking up into a pistol action side pick and roll.
Kenrich Williams dumps it down low to the big fella. Second effort doesn't go. Johnathan Williams chases it down ahead to Gray.
I'll tell you what, if you're Yante Maten, you might owe Kenrich Williams dinner tonight because you blew that assist.
Adams blows an assist and missed a three. Maten gets ahead of the pack. Can't haul it in, steps out of bounds, and we go the other way.
Not a bad throw. Not a bad throw. A little dicey. It's okay.
Nice hesitation by Adams. He gets into the paint and draws a foul.
Good end-to-end action right now. Pace is picked up. Scoring's picked up a little bit.
We've seen both teams committed to playing out of the high ball screen, trying to get in the paint. Very key component for these guys to be able to develop into their careers as holding the spacing, embracing the deep corner, keeping the wing filled and occupied is critical in terms of pro offensive systems.
Yes. Tyler, in your opinion, where do you see, how is the game growing and developing in regards to offense over the last few years? Do you see more spacing? Do you see, do you think that everyone needs to be able to shoot the three nowadays?
Well, it's a constant evolution, and teams often are dictated by their personnel rather than the system. If you try to force something onto a program, you might get pushback, and it might not be pretty as the season unfolds. However, with that being said, it's certainly critical to be able to embrace spacing, give your playmakers room to operate, just like we see there as Yante Maten's able to splash home the three ball from the left wing.
Yante Maten being ready to shoot off of a drawn kick. Excellent spacing on that last possession. Same result right there.
William
bringing it
Lee
down.
answers with the three ball.
Oh, we're going top shelf to Yante Maten on
go.
that one.
Ball cleared and pushed ahead by Adams. He finds Rodriguez. who gets hacked, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
Club's number 10, Dakota Mathias.
But back to your point, Tanner, yes, I certainly agree that the 3 ball is at its utmost importance. It's been valued higher than it's ever been. It's certainly a weapon, but you have to be able to understand how to utilize that weapon. You can't take advantage of it if you're not able to shoot it consistently. A good shot sometimes may be the one dribble pull-up, the mid-range. But if you can make the 3, that's certainly going to benefit you. You could play on a lot of teams.
No question. Getting a little antsy there. And a lane violation off of the perimeter.
We got 13 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Norfolk Sports Club has erased a halftime deficit. They're up now by a possession. Ball goes on the wing. Maten, ISO and attack, drives it in, sweeps it up, doesn't get it to go. Bogdan pushes it up the right side with his left hand, goes coast to coast. That looks like a good move, but it can't go in.
Yante Maten doing a good job of setting some high ball screens, allowing the guards to get into the paint. They're having a tough time. They're having a tough time keeping guys like Nick King, Thomas Wilder, and Trey Holder out of the paint. And then they're able to spray it out to Maten or Kenrich Williams on the perimeter.
That shot doesn't go, and Holder grabs the rebound. He's pushing it back with pace. We're seeing these guys get downhill. He throws it ahead to Mathias, drives to the nail, can't get it, throws it back out. Left-handed shot, doesn't go. Roger Brown's going the other way. Desi Williams, nice move by Rodriguez.
Desi Rodriguez, this is the second time I've seen him pull the old Euro step maneuver, showing a lot of versatility from the perimeter, in the post, attacking the basket. Really like his game.
Bliznyuk says, get off me, spins it in, scoops it up.
The patented Bliznyuk spin cycle move, getting to the hole.
The Bojan Blitzkrieg is what it looked like right there.
Whoa. I like that. Just like his name suggests. Aggressive, getting after it. Good basketball.
We got a timeout here, and we're tied at 70. Good game. We've really seen a commitment to getting the boards, pushing it down the court, attacking the rim first and off. When the defense collapses, we've been able to kick out to shooters. We've been able to get guys at the elbow. Teams seem to, with Mahmoud and Ristic out of the game, this small ball type of action has really increased the pace. We've seen a lot of guys get out in the open court, show what they can do, display their strengths, and keep in mind, this court is a little bit smaller than what a lot of these guys will be playing on next year, and we've still been able to see great spacing and guys being able to work on the open floor.
No question. This is a lot of fun to watch. Because it's a smaller court, they're still able to get up and down, but a lot of fun.
We're coming out of the timeout all knotted up. Norfolk Sports Club's going to take it out. Throw it in the backcourt. Turnover immediately.
Oh, we got a turnover, and I don't mean Apple on that last play.
That was tough coming out of timeout. That'll drive a coach crazy. Mathias looks to operate. Throws it back out to Maten. Can't control it, but Trey Holder does. He snakes the screen, gets back into the lane. Little fadeaway, splashes it home.
Trey Holder
continues.
Says mask off on that one.
Throws it out to Bojan, top of the key. Jabs left, drives right, kicks it out. Number 11, William Lee, is short on the jumper. Holder, he's all over the court.
Love the hustle by Elijah Brown on that last play.
Dakota Mathias passes to the left wing. The ball finds Yante Maten underneath the rim. Score it, and one. Gives his team a 2-point lead, and he will try for one more.
Foul is charged to Roger Brown's number 14, Bogdan Bliznyuk. His first, 4th team foul.
Maten knocks down the free throw, and we're going to get a sub right here. Checking in for Roger Brown's number 20, Johnathan Williams. Desi Rodriguez is going to take a seat. Nice job by Rodriguez here to start the second half.
Yes, Desi Rodriguez really showing out, showing his versatility. Again, winner, but he's able to show his versatility as a rim attacker, able to pull up, get to the basket, finish off either foot, has a right hand. Really impressed by this guy. His head coach from Seton Hall is in attendance today too, Mr. Kevin Willard, who has led the team to 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances.
And 3 seniors that have made it out here to the PIT. Impressive representation by the Seton Hall Pirates.
Really like the baseline out of bounds play here by Norfolk. We're going to see some pin downs or some back screens by the bigs here. Last time we ended up getting a weak side corner kick into an immediate drive to the middle. So let's see what we're going to execute here.
Keep an eye out for Mathias. He's committed to throwing the ball in bounds as he has yesterday and today. He may be looking to pop out and catch a 3 after he gets it in.
If you're a shooter, what do you do, Tyler?
You shoot, baby. High ball screen, snake dribble holder, finds Maten, top of the key 3.
Maten showing off. He is really producing right now from the perimeter. Unfortunately, his foot was on the line, get a 2-pointer, but showing the range.
Little dump off there, baseline J doesn't go. Rebounded and pushed up the court by Nick King. Hezzy in and out dribble, left-handed runner, doesn't go, tipped in and count it. A.J. Davis goes up and gets it. He climbed the ladder.
A.J. Davis really soaring up to get that one. Showing his length, showing the athleticism, the bounce, the anticipation for the offensive rebound tip in.
Nice job by Norfolk Sports Club to really get the ball up the court, attack the boards. They're just playing with energy. They've stifled Roger Brown's here, and we'll see if the gray squad, Roger Brown's, is able to cut into this lead. That's what they do, just that. Johnathan Williams takes it in with a left-handed sweeping hook. Nice move.
Able to score it over Yante Maten. Wonder what Yante Maten's wingspan is, be able to contest shots, but excellent play.
Ooh, Mathias is left open for 3. Big mistake.
We saw what happened yesterday with Dakota Mathias, who hit 3 threes in the second half of their game. Really cut into the lead last night. Norfolk Sports Club wasn't able to win the game, but he was a big reason why they got back into it.
Dakota Mathias, the maker of Boyle, gets the rebound. He's going to push it up the court here to the right side. Wants to stop and pop. Knocks it down again. That's back-to-back tray balls. Dakota Mathias is really taking over.
Give me a heat check. Dakota Mathias making it rain.
The Purdue Boilermaker putting a stamp on this game, giving his team a double-digit lead. His teammates love it. We're going to go to a timeout here. Roger Brown's searching for answers. Tanner, what do you think they can do to remedy this situation?
Well, right now,
it doesn't matter what you think.
I guess not.
Well, excuse me for that. I just got a little excited. Dr. Tanner, let's go ahead and get your analysis. Go ahead and give it to the fans. We've got thousands at home watching worldwide. Over 30 countries have tuned in. We're getting tweets, we're getting questions, we're getting comments. A lot going on here this week at the PIT.
Am I able to speak now? Am I good? Right now, let's zoom in to the assistant coach of Norfolk Sports Club. Yesterday, he had a mint green jacket. Today, we have a beautiful navy jacket. I tell you what, this man is decked out. The style is on point here at the PIT.
High style, and he's got his team playing well today.
Styling and profiling.
That's Oregon's
Elijah Brown drops it in, and we're back. Comedy Hour is coming to a close in 8 minutes. We'll see what we can get here if we get a little bit of drama down the stretch. Ristic takes it in strong, drop steps, doesn't get it to go. Bojan with the rebound. He can get his team back within single digits right here, drives it in. sweeps it up and scores. Nice shot.
Tell you what, again, it's not pretty. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing when he drives the basketball, but gets it done.
Really tough, hard-nosed, gritty player out of Eastern Washington. He's going to work here. Williams misses a jumper, but Ristic is able to gather it in and convert.
Ristic could really make his impact felt on the next level by being a good offensive rebounder.
Adams dribbling the air out of it, but is able to kick it out to Bogdan, who backs it up, surveys the scene, looking to attack against Williams. Comes off the screen, Ristic with the help, kicks it out. Brown throws a shot up and splash.
That is a big-time shot. They were just down 10 points. Now we cut it to a 3-possession game. Rob Gray with the draw and kick. Elijah Brown ready to shoot.
Nice job, nice awareness by Gray to understand that he still had time on the clock. He drew a defender towards him, kicked it out on time, on target with the pass, right to the shot pocket, and they were able to convert. Nice shot by Elijah Brown, the 6'4" guard out of Oregon.
Now Desi Rodriguez subbing in for number 10, Jaylen Adams. Let's see what we can do here. We got a good defensive lineup. Got for Roger Brown's length, some size.
Dakota Mathias is off on that one, but maybe he passed it because Kenrich Williams can go up and get it. Little telekinesis right there. Williams puts it in on the layup. Roger Brown tries to answer. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Mathias, and we're going to keep it right here.
Number 2, Thomas Wilder.
Thomas Wilder into the game for Dakota. He's going to take a seat after getting credit for an assist right there. Early post up. Doesn't work out. We got a fast break. Here we go. Oh, my. Can't quite throw the hammer down.
That was not a Mamma Mia moment.
No, no, no. That was a oh, my moment. Here we go. Rob Gray. We're getting things reeled back in here. Rob Gray is going to come off the high ball screen. Re-screen. Can't really get anything. Good defense by Holder. And Gray turns it over. We're going back the other way. Wilder trying to make up for past discretions. Gets fouled.
Like the foul there by Elijah Brown, taking away the transition layup.
His first, 17th foul.
17th foul is going to result in the bonus.
We are in the bonus. 6.5 minutes left, 9-point game. Norfolk Sports Club is up 9. This is crunch time if you're Roger Browns. You do not want to be a team that plays in the first game tomorrow. That starts at 11 a.m. You want to win this game. You want to leave here on a high note.
Absolutely. First of 3 games today. We've had a good one here. We're going to have an opportunity for Roger Browns to really make a nice comeback here. I know they're going to put up a good fight. They're going to get the ball in here to Desi Rodriguez, who pushes it up the court, sees what's going on, going to come off a ball screen, find the roller, good roll by Williams, backs it down, sweeping hook doesn't go. Kenrich Williams pushing it up the court, sees Ristic down low on the early seal, try to give it to him. Can't quite get it in. Ristic, again, upset at the officiating. That's a battle he's not going to win, Tanner.
No, we see it all the time in our league, and then he shows some frustration, fouling Desi Rodriguez on the drive. That's not going to win over any scouts at this level.
His third, 16th foul.
Absolutely not, especially with your team up 11, playing good. You've had a good game yourself, Mr. Ristic. Keep it going. Just play solid. Do what you do. Operate underneath. They don't really have Roger Browns, that is, a matchup that can contend with you around the paint. So stick to it.
No doubt, no doubt. I love how hard he's playing. He's done a lot of really good things. That's honestly about the only negative I've seen from him. this game. Everything else has been great.
Holder's going to come off the double drag, take it all the way in, shoot the 2-foot floater, can't get it to go, but there he is. Dusan Ristic is able to tip it in with the left hand.
On cue with the offensive rebound tip in. I love it.
Great sense of urgency here, takes it right down the middle and finger rolls it in.
Rob Gray making it look easy.
Got to build a tight shell there if you're Norfolk Sports Club. You want to win this game with the defensive end. You're up 10, 5.5 minutes to go.
Oh, here we go. We're going inside to A.J. Davis. I love the
Found a
basket
mismatch.
cut, but not quite there. We turn it over. Excellent pass back, Elijah Brown, knowing he'd have a tough layup finish. We get a foul.
Rodriguez is going to go to the line for 2. Let's get you caught up on a little bit of stats here. For the gray team, Roger Browns, they've got 5 players in double figures, led by Desi Rodriguez, who's got 16 points. Misses the first free throw there. Norfolk Sports Club in the red, they've got 5 as well, led by big fella Yante Maten with 19 points. Lots of balance. We've seen it every game so far that we've called, Tanner. All 16 players, 8 for each team, have scored. Not so much today. 15 of the 16 have scored, as we haven't seen much from Anas Mahmoud. Perhaps an injury occurred early on. I see him over there with some ice. He's only played a couple of minutes.
Yeah, you hope that he's able to recover and play again tomorrow. But looks like he has ice right there on his eye.
Nick King is able to rebound it and put it in. Little separation here, Norfolk Sports Club. Uh-oh. Ristic challenged him at the rim.
Tough gamble.
Fouled him.
Tough gamble right there if you're Trey Holder. A little bit too high up the court to gamble. Defense isn't back and set. Might as well just be solid in that regard and maybe take an on the floor foul.
Seton Hall's Desi Rodriguez.
Rodriguez looks to add to his total. Makes the first one.
Desi Rodriguez, it looks like he's playing himself into some NBA workouts. He's doing a lot, and if his defense can hold up with his offensive versatility, he's going to set himself up for something really good to happen come time for Summer League.
Yes, sir. We're still early in the spring here. What's try to expound upon the basketball calendar for us, Tanner. What's the next step and the subsequent steps after that in terms of summer basketball?
Well, coming up throughout the rest of the month of April and May, all of these guys will be getting into some form of pre-draft workouts, whether it's their agent who has facilitated the workouts for them somewhere around the country, or they have a guy themselves that they work out with. Then we start getting into some NBA workouts come around later this month, all month of May and into June. It's going to be some of these guys will have a very busy schedule, bouncing around from team to team. And they will grow tired and weary come the month of June. However, at that point, NBA teams will have a great idea of all of these players, even more so getting them in a workout type setting. And then the NBA draft comes later in the month of June.
And certainly the basketball universe ascends on to Las Vegas in July for the annual NBA Summer League, which a lot of these guys are hopeful that they will be a part of. Trey Holder certainly putting himself in position to make a Summer League roster as he drives in and scores there. Rodriguez answers it with the 3 ball.
Bright spot for Roger Browns is Desi Rodriguez. He's done a tremendous job as he now has 21 points to go along with 2 assists. He's played very well, shown a lot.
Keeping his team in it.
He's doing his best. He's doing his best. Unfortunately, can't get enough stops to really get back into this game. They got to stop right there, but they were fortunate.
Number 22, Yante.
Rob Gray is going to bring it up the court and try to get his team back within single digits. He's going to operate off of a high ball screen going to his right, hits the shake man, but overran the pass. did Jaylen Adams, and the ball goes out of bounds to Norfolk Sports Club.
Well, this is a little unlike Rob Gray. Normally he's an exceptional passer out of pick and rolls. Yesterday we saw him execute weak side skip passes out of pick and rolls. Today might be a little overthinking, expecting his teammates to cut differently. But today is not like the usual Rob Gray we're used to seeing.
Holder's going to operate up top, shake and bake. Spin move,
Excellent
finds his open man in the corner. That's Wilder, who can't get the shot to go.
Love the battle right there by Kenrich Williams to go for that rebound. Ends up tipping it out of bounds, but it now results into a dead ball situation as opposed to transition play.
We get a sub here. Number 11, William Lee. Going to check in. Elijah Brown going to take a seat. And Jaylen Adams going to initiate the offense up the left side. Comes off a drag screen. Finds Williams at the elbow. That's Johnathan Williams, and he's able to make the left-handed flip shot, really utilizing his strong hand, his left hand, and he's able to get into the paint and make things happen.
3 minutes left, 9-point game. However,
wow.
Trey Holder
big
puts
shot
to that with a Trey ball by Trey Holder.
1, 2, 3 of those.
Give me all three.
Gray comes off the screen, finds the man open in the corner, but Lee can't get the shot to drop. Rebounded, cleared by Wilder, who throws it ahead to Williams. Kenrich Williams, one dribble pull, doesn't get it.
Probably not the shot you want to see if you're a scout looking at Kenrich Williams. At time of the game, time on the shot clock, we can get something better than that.
Gray with the unselfish pass allows his teammate William Lee to get to the free throw line. We've got a couple minutes remaining here. We touched on it yesterday. Every possession matters here, more so than the score. These guys got to stay committed to the process, stay committed to playing the game the right way. If they're able to do that, they're able to catch the eyes of scouts.
Sports Club, number 15, A.J. Davis, and number 12, Nick King.
Nick King into the game here for Norfolk Sports Club. We've got one more shot by William Lee. Holder's going to look to seal things up here. Rob Gray applying some pressure in the backcourt. Looking for the early post up. Nick King backs him down, gets it to go with the left hand. Strong move. Nice offense. That's the ground and pound that Norfolk Sports Club has become known for over the last couple of days.
Yes, sir. Tough shot right there over Yante Maten. And then Maten again getting a leak out. See if we can get an and one. Yes, sir. Yante Maten with the finish. Great kick ahead. Starting from the defensive end with the contest.
Nice job. Yante Maten has put a stamp on this game. He's been physically imposing. He's done it on both ends. He's even made a couple outside shots. Maten is really representing the Georgia Bulldogs well here this week at the PIT. Gray's going to push it quick here. Look to get something going to the basket. Flips it up. Doesn't go. Ball stays on the baseline for Roger Browns.
Yante Maten has really improved over the from his performance yesterday. Yesterday he had 13 points on 4 of 11 shooting in the team's loss. However, today he's been much better, able to finish inside. He's made some threes, looking like a much different player, the player that we've expected as he is the SEC Player of the Year. Had 22 points today so far with 3 rebounds, 3 of 4 from 3. Very impressive.
Everything seems to be going right for Norfolk Sports Club as they are lighting up the scoreboard. They've gotten down the court in transition. They've been able to penetrate the paint off of high ball screens, and the 3 ball has gone down. They've made 15 of them as a team, shooting it at a 45.5% clip here.
Yes. Everything is going the Norfolk Sports Club's way. Looks like they're trying to seal the deal here in the first game of the day. Going into tonight, it looks like our schedule dictates that Sales System Limited will be playing Mike Duman Auto Sales. Sales Systems with the Game 1 win from a couple days ago. Looking forward to seeing Jordan McLaughlin expand on his playmaking abilities that he displayed in that game. Jeffrey Carroll, looking how he can really show that he is a shooter and a playmaker and a physical driver. Great players for Sales System Limited. To go along with that, Mike Duman Auto Sales, they had a couple guys who played really well. Their first game is also Matt Farrell from Notre Dame. He displayed shot-making abilities, really made some great passes out of the pick and roll. Really deceptive athlete as well. And also Gary Clark, the do-it-all, all-conference player from Cincinnati, showed that he could score it from three, displayed some nice post-up moves, finishes around the rim, and also the great defensive versatility as he is the two-time conference defensive player of the year.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the action. Things have kind of slowed down here. We're looking to grind this one out. Nice step back jumper goes. Nick King.
That basket by Middle Tennessee.
Contested shot, but it didn't matter. He was feeling it. He had the ISO. He had the matchup he liked, and he shot it with confidence. Sometimes that's enough.
The layup by Eastern Washington's Bogdan Bliznyuk.
Bliznyuk with the layup, finger roll. We've got a 15-point game here with 45 seconds to go.
What are you most excited about, Tyler, for the games tonight?
Well, I'm really excited to continue to take in the scene, absorb the atmosphere, see these guys work. Nice move, nifty dipsy do, and the finger roll right there by Bogdan Bliznyuk.
Bliznyuk says, "Take a seat, young man."
Man, he put him on his rear end with that move. But to circle back, Tanner, I'm just very happy, honored, excited to be here. We've had a great time over the last couple of days. We've got more action tonight, 4 games tomorrow. This has just been incredible. The Combine event was great. It's wrapped up now. We should have those results. I'm looking forward to checking out the specs, seeing the speed and the jumping ability of these guys, matching those numbers up with what I've seen on the court here today. Certainly a lot to look forward to in the future with these players here. Looks like we're going to dribble out the clock here and see if we can get a highlight play here with 5, 4.
A.J. Davis finishing up a very strong game, 14 points.
Rodriguez adds to his tally with the pull-up 3. Nice game for him. Overall, very good action. The guys played hard. We're going to take a break. We've got another game tipping off at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope you join us. It's been awesome, Tanner. Thank you very much for listening. We will see everybody later. Have a good afternoon wherever you are. And look forward to rejoining the action shortly.